Hello my friends and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. We sometimes get to learn certain things by experiencing them and then forming a pattern, observing a pattern. Therefore we say, okay, in this kind of circumstance, most likely this will be the outcome. And I'm talking about the ships, the submarines the Russians are bringing in the Black Sea, taking out, keeping. And the pattern that I observed so far is that when the Russians bring in more Kalibr cruise missile carriers, be it a ship or being like a vessel or being a submarine, the Russian will conduct a military operation as a massive attack. That happened, I think, the last 4 times already. So I think it's safe for me to say that when I have an article stating, hey, the Russians brought more Kalibr missiles in the Black Sea, usually in maximum 2 days after that, is reported the Russians conduct a massive airstrike in missile strike on Ukraine. Now I have this article coming from a Ukrinform, and Ukrinform is a obviously Ukrainian media outlet, and it's from Saturday, the 28th of January 2023. And here is the title. Russia keeps 3 missile carriers in the Black Sea. Now, 3 missile carriers is not too much. It's just, 20 Kalibr missiles. The Russian Federation keeps 16 enemy ships in the Black Sea, including 3 missile carriers with 20 Kalibr missile aboard. I have to tell you that 16 enemy ships in the Black Sea is a lot. They usually have 7, 11, 9, 6, 16 rarely I found in the Black Sea. What I found 12, maximum 12 in the Mediterranean Sea. So in the Mediterranean Sea, about 12, 11 usually, with 72 Kalibr missiles. Here you have 16 ships with 20 Kalibr missiles abroad. It doesn't say anything about any submarines. So, security situation, and I'm quoting, security situation. There are 16 enemy ships in the... Let's get these little things so we don't see them. Ha ha ha, you're out. I'll try to sell us something. So, security situation. There are 16 enemy ships in the Black Sea. There are 3 missile carriers with 20 Kalibr missiles. The threat of missile attack is high. I don't think so. End quote. Serhiy Bratchuk, spokesman for the Odessa Regional Military Administration. He posted it on Telegram. I don't think so, Mr. Bratchuk. I think nothing happens for about 20 days at least. Or maybe, who knows, right? But let's say earlier, Bratchuk said that mine danger is increasing in Odessa region due to a storm in the Black Sea as mines may drift along the coast. So, that is what it is here. 20 Kalibr missiles in the Black Sea is not a big deal. I mean, I'm as I said, I'm comparing it with what the Russians did before. They usually come to about 24 or high. I don't think they got more than 28 at one time in the Black Sea, I'm talking. And they used from the submarine or from the warships. I don't think the 20 of them is something that will cause a massive attack. But I don't want to predict anything. I'm 50-50. Why? Because of the 16. That's what bothers me. I can't sleep nights. Why 16? I remember a while ago the Russians had 5 large landing ships. Where are those? I haven't heard anything about them in a while. I don't think they will be doing any landing. Why? Because of exactly what Mr. Bratchuk stated. Mines. And with the mines, you are kind of like a boom, 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 so you don't want to do it. And if these guys just threw a lot of mines in the Black Sea, Can you imagine what's going to be in the Black Sea for the traffic, for the vessels? What do you think is going to take them all out? It's going to be a minefield. Black Sea will be unnavigatable. Nobody can navigate it on it anymore. That's it. No naval commerce. But I think and it's unbelievable because they need to sell their grains at one point. But if the Russians are going to take over Odessa, the whole southern part over there of Ukraine, then I don't think the Ukrainians care about it, the traffic. But the Russians probably will make sure that they will clean it one by one in time if they get the southern part of Ukraine. We'll see. Some people that I spoke with said, nah, they're not going to take Odessa. Some said, yeah, they will take Odessa for the 2014. Remember what happened in 2014 in Odessa? Well, if you don't know, I tell you just as a secret. Some people were kind of burned in a building over there. According to the Russians, about 40 some. And when they were coming out, they were... but you can find that information elsewhere. Regarding what happened in Odessa. And in Odessa, there are some Russians over there too, so it's not like Ukrainians, Romanians, Tatars, Jews, and other, people. Let's put it this way. So, 16 ships, 20 Kalibr missiles. Bretchuk thinks it's going to be a massive attack. I am 50-50. I would say I would give it 30%. Well, 30-40%. Would be anything in the next few days. And remember, the Russians ran out of Kalibr missiles. The Russians are done, toast. They don't have any more capabilities, according to Mr. Ben Wallace, the great Minister of Defense or whatever he is in Great Britain. He came in on the 24th of December. He came and said, the Russians are done. They are incapable of conducting. I made a video, so with his statement. So it's not like I dreamt and, I think I want to make one on this weasel. No, that's why it was. On the 24th, check it out. Mr. Ben Wallace, the Russians cannot conduct any more missile attacks. They're done. They're low. Beep, beep, beep. Low fuel, low missile. That's it. And since then, in the 26th, they boom again. In the 28th or 29th of December, boom again. So Ben Wallace is, Ben Johnson, doped. Ben Johnson, the athlete, the American athlete that broke all the records, in the 1990s or something? Not all, but anyway, they found him as doped. But he made his money by that time, the same as the cyclist. Remember that one? Lance Armstrong? Another one that made his money and then, I cheated. You can't take my money. Yeah, right. And then who else? I can go with Carl Lewis, the same way, in Seoul, in the Olympics, remember? The same. He tested positive here, there, them. They let him compete. Anyway, that's what justice is. Just us. That's what basically is. So let's come back here. So as I said, I don't think it's going to be any missile attack on Ukraine. Massive attack. They're hitting Ukraine every day, and Ukraine responds. And today it was an article that I covered with, who was that? Danilov, yeah, below 86 IQ guy. Based on his statements, not because I don't like him because he's ugly or something. No, his statements made me conclude, maybe I'm wrong, but I think I'm a righter than he is. He said that, I think we are under no obligation to avoid hitting Russian military targets inside Russia. Well, who said you are? Daddy. So now they woke up and we can hit inside Russia. Yeah, you can hit inside Russia, but only military targets, right, Danilov? Oh, yes. Yeah, and the Russians only civilian targets, right? Oh, yes. Right, my next video will be on the Ukrainians hitting a hospital, Russian hospital, with civilians over there using US-provided HIMARS, according to Russians. So, could be a lie? Nah. Anyway, see you in my next video. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.